live. Okay, can people see me on my camcorder on this Christmas Day 2023? All right, let me start my cams on my YouTube channel and on my Facebook page. Can you guys see me? What am I wearing? Do I have underwear on? And if I am, is it unusual? Thank you. Ron Burgundy. I love Ron Burgundy. You stay sexy, San Diego. Stay sexy, Salt Lake City. Can you believe I live in Utah? Everyone, they're like, man, you Mormon? You Mormon? They let you have those tattoos and that pretty little ponytail? I don't know what accent that is. Is that my buddies down south? I don't know. All right. Well, Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Or you know what? It could just be another day. On and on till the break of dawn. 24 hours. The sun rises and that moon comes up and says, did you miss me? And I say, yeah, I dig the moon. Sometimes I have actually mooned, especially out of moving cars. Isn't it fun? Kind of moon people. You know, I haven't been mooned in a long time. I just have a weird story. You guys want to hear a weird story before we celebrate Christmas? Talk about some things. The last person to moon me is the great drummer of Motley Crue, Tommy Lee. Because if you guys remember, and actually the last two moonings have been Tommy. Because if you go to a Motley Crue concert, and I don't know about now in 2023 going into 2024, but the last few times I've seen the old Motley cold cuts, and I'm speaking for Vince Neil, Motley Crue cuts now. Most of the guys, they have nice looking haircuts in that Motley Crue. But Tommy always comes out, does a drum solo, he'll play piano for Home Sweet Home, and then he'll turn around and he'll moon the crowd. And it's a real good thing. It's a crowd pleaser. Even us guys are like, oh, you moon, Tommy. Like Keith Moon, one of my favorite drummers of all time, of The Who. Rest in peace. That guy really did. He hit hard. When I see drummers that smack hard, that's my kind of smacking. I dig it. John Bonham, oh yeah. Man, this is a good drink. You guys want to know what I'm drinking? I'm drinking another one of these. God, these purple grapes. They're like crazy grape. And let me see here. They're called ultraviolet. And not violent, like Violent Night. Have you guys watched that show with the actor from Stranger Things, Hopper? He plays Santa that kicks ass, but it's called Violent Night, and it's kind of a comedy slasher, all right? Ultraviolet. Boy, these are tasty. No calories, no sugar, 100% taste. And you know what? Everyone goes, man, those things are going to kill you. Guys, I'm right on the other side of 60 years old. I'm feeling good. I'm going to live to 160. Drinking energy drinks every day and coffee. I'm proving everyone wrong. Everyone always says, don't do this, don't do that. I'm the other way. When you get older, you grow a little Santa beard. I did a video last night. A lot of people go, why? I go, why not? Why not? That's how you gotta be. The more positive you are, I think it can help mentally. I don't know if you're spiritually, all right. Liquid wise, I'm very positive when I say that this drink is delicious. And I can't say that with more positivity. And I need to shrink my phone because whenever I go live, I always have people inbox me and my phone ringy dings. So let me go ahead and put my cell phone on vibrate mode. Because when people text me, it vibrates. So what I do is I sit on my phone and, it kind of makes me feel kind of fun. It is Christmas. As I sit here live on my Facebook and my YouTube channel, first of all, I hope you guys had a really nice time. Obviously, if you celebrate Christmas, last night is kind of when it starts. Sometimes you rent a Santa. Some guy named Al, just pockets cash because usually he's really overweight. Just been, jumbo-sized barbecue, burritos, enchiladas, just crazy amounts of food. So he's big and chubs. He's chubs. He's chubs to the max. Grows a big, sexy white beard, and he just goes ho, ho, ho for like 1 or 2 days. Usually Christmas Eve, Christmas Eve itself, and on Christmas sometimes they hire him. Then afterwards, usually he gets like a bottle of gin, and he goes home to a one-bedroom flat, and he just sits there and eats chiladas and burritos for about 360 days, and then he does it again because he makes so much money being Chubbs on Christmas Eve, Christmas Eve, and on Christmas Day. So let's hear it for Santas that are drinking gin right now in their studio apartments. Okay. You know, that's probably my future. I'm going to be like, all right, it's cold gin time again. All right, that was a popular song from Kiss way back in the early 70s or mid 70s. Oh, yeah. But I'm going to keep it real with ultraviolet energy drink. Why? I promote live good, feeling good, doing good things, trying to make a difference. That's what I try to do now. I try the best I can, but I still swear. I watched John Wick Part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. What I realized is if you watch all of John Wick movies, he gets a cute dog in Part 1. He gets a cute dog in Part 2, and he gets pissed off and shoots a lot of people. Part 3, he still has the cute dog, and he shoots an insane amount of people. There's so much fighting and machine gun action that I lose. I don't even know where I'm at. I'm literally traumatized after watching John Wick movies. I thought Bruce Lee movies, I thought Scarface was like kind of violent. And then I watched John Wick and I'm like, oh my gosh, I watch Marvel movies, DC, which kind of sucks. I hope the new Aquaman's good. But oh my gosh, if you watch John Wick, what a ride. Afterwards, I'm ready to kick ass because Keanu and I were a similar age. And I need to hit the gym or I need to go buy some more guns. And I need to go buy me a beagle or a pit bull because those two dogs are adorable in that movie. But I watched an insane amount of John Wick. And now I heard there's a part 4 and part 5 is in production. I'm into part 1, Boss 429 Mustang. Part 2, he gets it back, gets destroyed. Part 3, I don't know. Where the hell did the Mustang go? I'm totally there for the dog and for the Boss 429 1969 Mustang. Now in part 4, I have not seen it yet. It came out, I think, in March, handful of months ago. And it better have a Boss 429, and it better have some dogs and hot chicks. Hot chicks, dogs, and Boss 429s. Forget it. I'll watch every single John Wick movie because all you do is watch the beginning. You fast forward through the whole middle, and you go to the end, and you see what the cliffhanger is. And I'm not going to tell you what that is because I have not seen part 4, and they're filming part 5 now. So I got to hand it to Keanu. He's my age. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, one of the best movies from my generation, and the soundtrack was awesome. I suggest listening to a song by Vital Signs. It's called like the guys and the girls are doing it. It's a song that I couldn't play. It's a little too pop rocky, but I remember when that song came out, I went, oh my God, this is a killer song. It's too pop for like heavy metal or rock stations, but that was a good soundtrack and excellent. Was it Wild Stallions? Wasn't that their band? But anyway, boy, Keanu's come a long way. If it's not the Matrix, it's the Kotex, and now he's in John Wick's. Anything that ends with X. I bet he probably eats rice checks, corn checks, wheat checks. I dig that Keanu. And J-Mac, this is for you. One of my friends. He's been an officer of the law for many years, and I don't know if you graduated into retirement, but I think you did. You bought a brand new Corvette, which is a very good investment, by the way. Norman Reedus. You guys know Norman? I like Norman. I actually have the Funko Pop doll right next to me here, and he's from The Walking Dead. He's the guy with the messed up hair, and he looks tired all the time. That's how I look. Every time someone kind of randomly meets me, they're like, you look kind of like Norman Reedus. And I'm like, I'm tired. And my hair is kind of all shit. And I like bikes that are like hammered and just insanely cool. Even Keanu has his own motorcycle, which is awesome. Check it out. Just type in Keanu Reeves motorcycle Jay Leno's garage. You can see the 2 motorcycles that Keanu produces with a guy. But yeah, Norman Reedus, he was here filming his show with Keanu. And my friend for a solid week was kind of like doing security for both Norman and Keanu. I got to hand it to Gwen Stefani and the lovely Blake Shelton. Right behind my house, about 10 minutes away, they were doing that tube. You know where you kind of go and you go up a mountain and you get on a big tube and you go down it. It's called tubing. Isn't that awesome? They were tubing. All right. The cast of Dancing with the Stars, I am not afraid to admit that I feel like they're family because almost every professional dancer on Dance with the Stars, they're from Utah. The Arnold family alone, every girl, there's like 4 daughters. They're all blonde and blue-eyed. And they're all professional dancers, and all their best friends are on the show. And even Julia Huff and Derek Huff went to Alta High School where I went. And oh my God, they were all in Park City screwing off in pajamas, taking family shots. Do you guys do that when you get up in the morning, or do you get a family picture where you all put on pajamas? And it doesn't look creepy at all. Even the dad's like, ugh. You know, I love my family, but I don't want to wear those damn jammas. You know what jammas I like? I like a t-shirt that's 30 years old, says STP on it, and I put my boxers on. And I've had the boxers 30 years. They're so soft from washing 49,000 times. It's got pizza. It's got crumbs from potato chips. It probably has drink spillage. But there's nothing better than 30-year-old boxer shorts and a t-shirt with STP on it. Okay? Those are pajamas. So, guys, quit wearing brand new pajamas when your family forces you to do that. You just get a Jack Daniels, or maybe get like a Bud Light and just sit there. Oh, wait, I can't say Bud Light now. Go get a Coors Light and sit there in your pajamas and go, Merry Christmas. And make sure your fly's open too. Okay? You can quote me on that. Thank you very little. Oh my gosh, these are just delicious. All $1 or Dollar Tree. I don't know what happened, but all of these drinks that are like $3, they're $1. And I went in and I bought, I think, 40 of them. I bought every single one of them. I bought 140 energy drinks. And I wish I had my cell phone, because right on the floor, I've literally got hundreds of energy drinks sitting ready to go in this mouth and pee out. Okay? I'm doing everything I can to make sure I have energy so I can sit here and literally around the clock talk and chat, support and train my pretty darn cool team in this company called LiveGood. Okay? I've had hundreds and hundreds of messages today, and I appreciate every one of them. I don't really get to answer them back individually, but what I like to do is press the heart button, you know, where it says like and heart. But I like to acknowledge everyone, and I appreciate that. All right, thanks you guys. Today is definitely, it's kind of a bittersweet day, you know, like for real. I wasn't going to bring this up, but I don't really celebrate Christmas in a traditional way anymore. I did go and buy some of these decorations, and I got a tree in the studio next door at the Pure Rock Radio studio, and you know, it's fun. Christmas is fun, even if you're not religious, even if you're not into the Christmas thing. You might be rocking Kwanzaa. You might doing that Hanukkah. It don't matter. Christmas is just kind of cool. I think everybody agrees. Unfortunately, I would just wanted to pay respects to my son. Man, oh man, 5 years ago, as of unfortunately today, my son passed away. And boy, that was a shocker. When I found out, I can still, it's like it happened literally hours ago, not even days ago. Some things happen to you, and boy, they really do tattoo your brain and your memories, don't they? I mean, I don't care how old you are. There's some things that you go through, and it's either going to destroy your life, it's going to help your life, it's going to do a lot of crazy things. And with memories and emotions and actions, oh my gosh. Have you ever heard the phrase like the brain? It's by far the most craziest, awesomest computer ever invented, but there's no owner's manual. All right? Even when you go buy a computer or a video game, or even if you get a cell phone, at least there's something online where you can kind of learn how to use an iPhone or a Samsung or whatever. There's always a even on my Lego kits, there's usually some type of manual. How do you do this? How do you do that? I'm building a tricked out super badass Mini Cooper, and I'm gonna stay up all night building this. and I can't wait to finish. And you know what? I've got a manual. I kind of know how to do things. I got some skills when it comes to creating, and I think it's fun to create. And that can be, creating a sandwich, creating, I don't know, maybe making someone laugh, maybe creating music or art. I can draw okay, actually. I used to draw when I was in grade school and high school. And what's funny, my son did too. I know my brain is not as normal as probably 90% of this planet because my brain is always thinking. It's always on high. It never relaxes as much as I want. And it might be because I drink thousands of energy drinks per day, and then I wash it down with about 4 gallons of coffee. But besides that, I know that my attention span, it's pretty good in some areas, and that's when it comes to Lego building. And when it comes to business, I'm pretty good at focusing if I want something, that's for sure. If your end game is to make money or to create something or to pay a bill, I think we all pretty much have to, sheet or get off the pot. You know what I mean? You don't want to sit on that pot and have a ring around your ass for 5 hours after you're done doing business, right? And I've gotten pretty good at kind of eliminating a bunch of things in my thoughts that, boy, do I deem a waste of time. And I've got to hand that. I got to go back 5 years today because my reality, wow, when you find out someone passes away, after a while, you're like, okay, is this real? I need to verify because a lot of times when you find out about someone passing away, it might be a phone call, a text, it might be just a post online like, oh my gosh, this. And usually when a celebrity dies, it kind of makes you think, you're like, God, they were so young, or, oh, they had a good life, or was it drugs, or was it a car wreck? So usually when death happens, boy, it really does make your computer called a brain think, doesn't it? And you can do good things with your brain, bad things with your brain. You can do really bad decisions, great decisions. You can impulse shop tomorrow because today is Christmas as I sit here live on Christmas Day. Okay. So tomorrow, a lot of people, they don't really like their gifts, but there's a receipt, or maybe a shirt is too small or too big. I don't know if there's a name for tomorrow, but I think it's called chaos. So I'm sure Walmart's, department stores, and just about any store is going to be kind of crazy tomorrow, okay? Because all of us stay up, we're watching football, we're eating insane amounts of fattening food that makes us tired, probably way too much sugar, which probably gives us energy, and then, boy, we crash. But tomorrow, there's going to be a lot of probably bad decisions being made, and that's going to exchange your gifts because you can't wait. You can't wait another day or two. It's like, nope, I got some money, I got some gifts, I got to go shopping again. Christmas, I need some more. All right, I need some deals. All right. I think the best deal is to buy Christmas decorations right now because doesn't it seem like they try to get maximum value now? And then the day after Christmas, it's like, okay, 50% off. Just take it. Just get rid, just come take our stuff. We can't really do anything with it except ship it somewhere to house until next year. So I think you can probably get just about all your Christmas decorations for free if you want to go shopping tomorrow. But yeah, getting back to death. Hi, Angie. I can see you in there. Good to see you, Angie. Merry Christmas or Happy Holiday. But yeah, today's always going to be kind of a special day. And it's not just because of the Christmas thing. It is because my son, unfortunately, did pass away. And it's been since 2018. So today is my 5th Christmas where I kind of sit and it's not that I don't celebrate Christmas. What I like to do is I think a lot about my son in great detail. And I like to do it by myself because when I'm with people or with distractions, like if you watch John Wick Part 1, 2, 5, 7, and 9, that can really be distracting while you're watching Keanu Reeves literally shoot someone every 30 seconds. And why do we watch these movies? We just, for 2 hours, we're like, oh my God, what a ride, But so today I thought I'd relax with my son and put on John Wick in the background and, make some scrambled eggs and look at pictures that I have. The good thing about my career, and I've had many careers, but getting to my radio career, I documented a lot of my life through picture and video as well. And this was before these darn phones. God, that's so easy to now. It's so easy now just to take a picture and do video, and then you can send it to someone, text it, put it on Facebook. Facebook is the greatest scrapbook of all time, and I love it. It's so fun to go back and just look at all the memories and look at the video. And sometimes it's kind of a bummer because Facebook will draw up memories, and a lot of them will be with my son. And I'm like, oh man, thank you, Facebook. Now I'm going to be in a funk all day. And now I don't look at it like that. I just think, you know what? You got to deal with good, bad, and ugly. Okay, you got to. Some things are really bad. Some things are really fun. But I think if you can deal with really depressing things or negative things and just take it head on, not only by having a Jack Daniels or doing a drug or I guess if therapy helps. I've never had 1 minute of therapy in my life. I just like to kind of hang out and think about my son, watch a lot of video. And if it's called being rock bottom, with your emotions, where you really do feel like shit, which I do, but you learn how to kind of deal with it. And it's not that you want to forget. Time heals all wounds. Time will tell. Oh, don't worry. Time will take care of. You always think, you always hear things about, time will do this and time will do that. Time will eventually decide when you're off this planet or when you're going to, I don't know, maybe pearly gates. Time will decide when you get wrinkles. Time will tell when all your hair falls out. Time will tell when your ass is all kind of sagging. You kind of get a mirror and you look at your butt in the mirror while you're brushing your teeth, probably nude, and you're like, that is not my ass going left and right like that because I stopped brushing my teeth, but then your butt is still jiggling like 39 seconds after you're done. You're like, no, that can't be. That is my ass. So, yeah, time can really, really be a little biatch, right? But over time, boy, do you learn a lot of cool shit. You always hear like, man, I wish I knew that now what I did then, or I wish I knew then what I do now. We all wish we had, a lot of experience when we were 10 or 20 or 30. Then all of a sudden you're 40, then you're 50. And right now, when I hear the word 50, I'm like, oh my God, I wish I was that young. But then when I was young, I used to think 50, holy Jesus, how the hell am I even going to get up out of bed and get on a motorcycle and have fun at 50? Oh my gosh, I'm going to be in a rocking chair probably. So anyway, yeah, when time goes on, the best thing about time is that you know what you don't want. All right, you know what you don't want in your life. Okay, so you're really good at getting rid of drama. You're pretty good at figuring things out. If you have the interest or the passion for something, okay, and with technology, God, it's just so mind blowing how cool with Zoom and WhatsApp and any type of cell phone. Usually, you can do live video calls, and you can do a video on Facebook, but this last year was quite changing for me. I did not think I was going to do any type of business that is worldwide. I didn't think I'd have like 200 to 300 to 400 new friends, sweet friends that are in South Korea. I've got friends that are fighting right now. I have friends in Russia and Ukraine and China. And boy, there's all kinds of shit going on over there. But in my business, all of us are like, hey, did you see that movie? Hey, can we make some money this way? Hey, what's going on? What kind of food do you guys eat over there? Do you guys have 7-Elevens and McDonald's? I mean, I ask really stupid, dumb questions, but I want to know because whenever you think of other countries, it's usually what the news is probably going to tell you about that country. Or if you, even in America, if you hear Detroit, you're like, oh my God, Detroit. Oh my God. You better have a bulletproof vest. Or Baltimore. Oh my gosh, can I walk down the street without getting mugged? Or, machete guy comes out and says, give me your wallet. I mean, one good thing is I was able to travel around America a lot. All right, over 1 million miles. And I saw it out a windshield of a truck and I saw it with my own eyes. And one thing you find out is sometimes if you get too much into TV, it can really make up your mind for you on forming opinions on things. So when it comes down to what the world actually is. It is a big, big ball of dirt. All right, billions of years old. We can't really tell how old this darn ball of dirt is. I just know we're floating about 12,000 miles an hour through space. We're about 3 days away from the moon. We're 9 months away from Mars. I hope I can go to the moon. I have no interest in Mars, but to go 2 or 3 days to go to the moon and kind of hang out a little bit, say hi, just look back at the Earth and go, "How you doing?" And go, "Wow, I think I just spent 100, 200 grand of my savings to come here and back." But would I do that? You know what? I really would. If I thought I could safely go to the moon and back with all the savings and all the toys and all the stupid shit I bought, I probably would do it. All right. Because I live in the now. And I definitely know that there's a time limit on all of us. And I got to thank that. I got to thank my son for that. All right. I really do. I have a little section on Facebook and I made it just for myself. And it's pictures and profiles of my friends that I've known since grade school, through my career of nightclub ownership, radio. It could be what I'm doing now. And it's high school, elementary school, but I have way over 100 friends now that are dead. And I got to owe it to social media. Boy, you can't do nothing without social media just letting you know. In 5 minutes, boy, you're going to know about something. So I'm very used to knowing that that mortal, I usually think of Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat. Come on, man. Now Mortal, I'm like, oh man, am I really mortal? I don't get to come back with more hair and maybe I don't know, maybe smaller feet. I don't want 14 next time. I want like 10 and a half to 12s. Okay. It's not cool when you got hands the size of like a baboon and a head the size of like a grapefruit. Hell, that's small. How about a watermelon? And you got shoes as long as skis. So if I do come back, I want smaller body parts. Bigger in one area would be cool, but I'd like some smaller parts, please. But am I coming back? I don't know. I'm not religious. I'm 0.0 religious. I'm minus when it comes to religion. If there is something, cool. I tell everyone, you know what? I got long brownish hair like Jesus. I'll wear some sandals with that cap, man. And if he wants to go ahead and walk on water, do crazy shit, show me magic tricks, I'm right there. I'm like, Jesus, come on now. Come on, show me. How do you walk on water? Come on. And Jesus, is there any way that you can show me how you part? Can you part seas? Or how about riding camels? How about those three wise ass guys that are like riding camels through the night? Can we go ride camels? Let's just go do it. Okay. So if there's the afterlife, cheers. I'm all for it. And if not, I'm all for it. I owe all of my philosophy and my calm, cool, and collective well-being to my son, Casey Scott Draper. All right. He'd be almost 40 years old. Man, that sounds so young to me because I'm almost 60. But boy, even 40, I can't even imagine being 40 again. And people watching this video are like, God damn, I'm only 24. They're like, oh, I don't want to be 40. But boy, when you're 2 decades over that, you're like, oh my God, I wish. But time, the only thing that time controls is your life, is your fate, is your wrinkles. Okay. Will your mind go away? I don't know. But boy, do I live a humble life starting 5 years ago on Christmas. Because that, unfortunately, is when my son's chapter to his book, it was done. It just like a movie. All right. John Wick, part 1, part 2, part 3. I haven't seen 4 yet, but just like when John Wick movie ends, the kind of nice thing about a movie is you can tell if there's a sequel. All right, if you got Lawrence Fishburne kind of smiling, or if you've got Halle Berry doing something, or if you got Keanu walking away with his dog at the end of the movie, you know damn well that there's probably going to be another one. Especially when you look it up and they produced the movie for 100 million and it grossed 400 or 500 million. You can count on Keanu probably coming up with John Wick Part 17. We need to put an end to Friday the 13th. Fast and Furious, that part 10 is probably one of the worst shows I've ever seen over the last year. So sometimes we need to put a fork in it. Even Rocky stopped. Even Rambo stopped. We need to stop some movies. John Wick, they ain't stopping. That thing made 450 million bucks on part three or part three or four, and but at least we know that they're coming back. In reality, with my son's chapter, I know he's not, and that makes my ass live so humble. Humble Pie, great band. 30 Days in the Hole. Oh my God, I could listen to that song every day. I love that band. They don't get any respect, by the way. There's some bands that never get respect. One will be Bananarama. One will be Scritti Politti. Humble Pie, they never get the respect that they should. Bay City Rollers, they've sold 100 million albums. You know that ABBA has sold 4 times more than Van Halen? And my gosh almighty, the band Van Halen doesn't have all of their Funko Pop dolls. I mean, I've got Eddie. I bought all the Funko Eddies. This is the new one with the black guitar. But they don't even have Funko Van Halens. Because Wolfie and Alex, they're just too damn cool. They don't, oh no, we don't want no damn Funko Pops. Sammy Hagar's like, okay, look, I'm going to do a I can't drive yellow jumpsuit Funko Pop. These guys can make decisions. Eddie Van Halen can't, and neither can my son. All right? When you pass away, unfortunately, the way that I look at it is your life is a book. I've had high 50s. I've had almost 60 chapters. Man, I'm so damn lucky, especially with the life I've had of racing motorcycles and doing stupid shit on skis and going places probably where I should not have been, but I'll tell you what, I can't believe how old I am. Because in my thoughts, I still think I'm honestly 30. I really don't feel any different. I know I look different. I know when my son died, all my hair fell out. My beard literally in 1 or 2 months turned white. It was crazy. I just kept looking in the mirror going, I can't control this shit. It's like, nope, you're going to be just a big worn out mess. And you got to make decisions with what are you going to do with the rest of your life. And you better for sure mean it when you sit down and decide what you're going to do with your thoughts. Because like I said, the brain is the most amazing, badass computer put on the planet. Apple, Peaches, Pumpkin Pie, Microsoft, there's a lot of cool computers. But when it comes to the brain, oh my God, can you believe this damn thing that we have? And there's no owner's manual. And you can just let it fly, man. You can make bad decisions. You can drink. You can do drugs, or you can, make a difference. All right. So 5 years ago, dealing with my anger issues and all my bullshit, for years and years, I didn't get over anger issues. I still don't. For some reason, when I watch John Wick movies, I'm right there with him going, man, I'm tired. Where's my dog? Hold on, I gotta go shoot 479 more people. Thank you, Halle Berry. I mean, we watch those John Wick movies, and I don't know why. It's probably like Marvel. Marvel makes, well, until recently, there's been a couple dud Marvels. I did not like the latest Ant-Man. Quantum Mania. Oh, God damn it, man. I was so excited for that movie, and boy, did I fall asleep. And there's a couple snoozers. I haven't seen Aquaman 2 yet. All right? Keeping long hair. Jason Momoa, whatever his last name is. Let's have a drink to Jason. He's the last long-haired badass. Everyone else is bald or cut their damn hair. But Jason Momoa, he's from Hawaii. Or, no, he's from Iowa. He grew up in Iowa. That's where my whole Draper family's from. Isn't that funny? I was born and raised on the beach in Santa Barbara, but my whole Draper family are farmers from Iowa. And so Slipknot. and so is Jason. And Jason's like this big, macho, long-haired badass. Keeping Iowa sexy. Jason, please make Aquaman 2 good. And DC, please don't mess it up, because I love Wonder Woman and I love Aquaman. Marvel, get your shit together. Because I'm getting nervous for Marvel. Especially when you own 700 damn Marvel products. I think I'm pretty sure that I have Iron Man undies on right now. I need to get my shit together. And someone call Robert Downey Jr. He needs to make Iron Man Part 7, 8, 9, 10. Give the cat $10 billion. I don't care how much. Somebody give Robert Downey Jr. all the money that's on planet Earth to come back to Marvel. That's just my opinion. Okay. Humor has been one of my biggest deflections, that's for sure. Whenever life gets kind of crazy and you feel kind of down and like you can't get out of a rut, humor has been my favorite. Not drinking, not drugs. It's never, nothing sounds more boring to me than drinking and drugging, honestly. And I'm sure it's great in the beginning. I'm sure smoking's good in the beginning. I don't even smoke. I tried a cigarette, I think, when I was in grade school, or no, high school. And I think I did a puff of pot, Lake Powell, like 1985. I'm just like, can we go chase girls now? And my friends are like, chasing girls is more dangerous and more expensive than your health, for your health, than pot and beer. And I'm like, I think you're right. Because now that I'm this age, I agree. So I should have been a pot smoking, beer drinking guy watching football right now. Okay, but no, I didn't decide to do the route of drugging out or maybe even drinking out or smoking out. All right. Um, Unfortunately, my son, he made a real bad decision, man. All right, and everyone, they're always delicate when they ask about how my son died. You guys, please don't. It's a great learning lesson for people why not to do drugs. And I get if you do. I do. If it makes you feel good, of course you're going to do it. I love cheese. I love tacos. Holy shit, I love Legos. I love energy drinks. I'm drinking one right now. Dollar store. Bought 47 of these son bitches. Just of the purple ones. I bought another 50 to 100 of all the other ones. Bang, I think they're called Bang. So, um, but yeah, drugs. I get it though. I get it. If they make you feel good or they make you a part of a group, where you might be a little shy or awkward, but if a group are drinking or doing drugs, it's that social well-being. It's like, hey, you know what? I'm kind of relating, and let's go to a concert or let's go to a party. I get it. I get it. I don't judge. I don't judge. I do things that make me feel good all the time. But it's not drug and alcohol related. It's music. It's building stuff. It's laughter. It's usually doing stupid shit with my mouth. I've been talking nonstop since grade school. I've been in trouble so much because of my big fat mouth, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I wouldn't change a damn thing. All right. But when it comes down to Christmas and the meaning, boy, there's just so many meanings of what Christmas or Christ or what Moss, no Moss. There's a lot of letters in Christmas, right? You can break them up, kind of make other words out of it. But on Christmas, usually I like to be by myself. Okay, I normally don't do video like this, and today I was just thinking, I was hanging out with my son. He's in the other room. I don't even know if I'll ever have the balls to take him to the cemetery because that means I'm going to have to take his package. Unfortunately, he's in a Ziploc bag. I mean, I have to joke about it, but yeah, when you're cremated, they put you in a really badass bag. And boy, I'll tell you what, you could drop it off a jet airliner and it would not break. All right. And then they seal it with metal clips and they stamp it and stuff. And to open that up, I don't have the balls to do it yet. It's been 5 years. I've got all of his remains and I call it the Kid Rock jar. It's a big American flag and I've got dolls of AC/DC, Billy Idol, Kid Rock. He loved Johnny Cash. Even Megadeth. I've told this story a lot, but the lead singer of Megadeth, Dave, he had a couple kids and he helped babysit my son because he was hell on wheels. And I had the lovely Sue Kelly. She's at Rock 103 now, but she was with me over at 94.9 and we were just running things. And yeah, Sue tried to control my son while he's running around. And I'm about ready to interview this band called Megadeth. And they were just huge. And the band, they were traveling through town and the manager says, hey, I got the band and we got a demo. You want to play it on K-Bear? And I'm like, you're damn right. So I got me and my son. We went to K-Bear. The band was there just hanging out. And Dave saw that I had hell on wheels with me named Casey Scott Draper. And he goes, you know what? I'll babysit your kid. Just go get the microphones set up, dude. Got a killer song to play up. So I've got the doll of Megadeth that Funko put out. So thank you, Dave, for babysitting my son. And my son always told the story. He was a fan of Megadeth, just because he was kind of babysat by that darn singer, Dave. And then we played the demo to a song called Symphony of Destruction, and that's probably, if it's not their biggest song as far as commercial FM rock radio goes, it's in the top one or two. So I bought the doll, and I put a bunch of cool stuff that kind of reminds me of my son around his Kid Rock jar. All right, call it an urn, call it a jar. It's a container. Let's just put it that way. And I walk by it every day, and I still talk to my son. And today, for some reason, I said, I'm gonna do a video today. I'm gonna go ahead and just talk about my son's death, and what it means 5 years after the fact. I did not find him until the next day, which means the 26th. But he did. He unfortunately passed away on Christmas, and took a day or so for me to find him. And it's been 5 years. So it's 2023 right now. We're heading into 2024. So what I do is I have a lot of video of him. I've got his voice. I've got his clothes, some of his clothes. And I'm so damn lucky that I was in radio during those days, because I have him even saying shit. I had the band, oh my God, I think it was McQueen Street, or it might have been James Kotak, John Levesque. I think they were in a band called Wild Horses. They named that band, it's basically half of Kingdom Come. Do you guys remember Kingdom Come with Lenny Wolf? Well, he got sick of Stone Fury and Kingdom Come, so he went back across the water. Well, I remember Rick, the guitarist, and James Kotak, they formed a band called Wild Horses. And they named their band after a famous Rolling Stone song. Well, they came to town and they played Rafters. And I had my son with me. I was a single dad. His mom, she was around, but not in my son's life a lot. Not in my opinion. Not to disrespect her end of the deal, but my son was in my life a lot. And when it came down to, oh shit, I've got stuff to do, and I had my son with me, it's like, oh man, you ever have like a Saint Bernard or a dog that's like 150 pounds and all it wants to do is walk around and jump on people and lick and just knock stuff over? That's kind of how my son was when he was young, because he got bored really fast. So yeah, I had this band. James gave me a call and he's like, man, we're going to come up to Salt Lake, man. You want, the song was called Cool Me Down. I remember now. I just thought, for some reason, God, I haven't thought of this in 30 years. Cool Me Down was the song we were playing at K-Bear. And this band sold maybe 5 records, but they were so much fun. Good guys. And they're in the studio, and I got my son there with me, bored off his ass. Most people that go to radio stations and there's bands and microphones, they're kind of like, hey, this is kind of cool. Well, my son was used to it. He's like, big deal. Megadeth? Yay. Where's trucks? Where's Hot Wheels? Is there a Tonka? Is there any girls to run after? I mean, and I'm like, God. And it's like, would you sit your ass down? I'm trying to go on the radio here, So I put my son on, and James Kotak, who's still a buddy of mine to this day, he's all, dude, man, your son, holy cow. And if you know James, he's got the same personality as my son. I think James Kotak is more out of control. He talks fast. His attention is like 4 seconds. And that's why he was so good when he was the drummer of the Scorpions for all those years. And even his band Kotak kicks ass. You want to hear a good song? Rock and roll. Oh my God, Rock and Roll Forever. Oh my God, every FM station should be playing it. It's by James Kotak. The band's called Kotak, and it's called Rock and Roll Forever. And what's funny is James is singing and playing guitar, and his now ex-wife Athena, Tommy Lee's sister, he was married to Athena for a lot of years. Athena's playing drums, but yeah, the song is called Rock and Roll Forever. But boy, here's some random shit. But anyway, I put my son on, and James there is holding my son and just kind of hanging out with him, laughing at him. And I go, all right, son, well, this interview's over. And we're like, hey, we'll be down at Rafters, 4800 South, private club for members. And James Kotak goes, hey, man, hey, Case, you want to come down tonight and watch us play? And my son, who's like this big, he goes, I don't give a shit. Live. Because when I do radio, I don't do delays. And back then at K-Bear, we didn't have the money for a 7 or a 20 second. Now you can delay it like an hour. But back then it was normally like 7 second delay. And I'm just going, oh man, oh, no wonder I get voted worst father of the year. So yeah, I have that recording, and you know what I should do? I should just go ahead and upload it here and do some stuff on my Facebook page, because the more I talk about it, it makes me feel better. Normally I kind of keep it in, and some of my friends have heard these stories, but I never really share them. Not on a platform like Facebook where a lot of people can just go, what the hell's he talking about, you know? But I have a lot of those random things that back in the day, they are funny, but you forget. And then all of a sudden someone passes away and you're like, oh my God, now they're the most valuable thing in the world, is a recording of someone's voice or a smell or a thought. So every year what I like to do is just try to think of random things about me and my son, like going to Sugar House Park, throwing a Frisbee so I can check out chicks and he can run around in the water and throw boats in and remote control boats and shit, you know, just random. Or even going to Arctic Circle. There's an Arctic Circle on 90th South and State Street. It's about 8700 South, I think. It's on the west side. But my son and I went into that Arctic Circle one night just to get burgers real quick. No big deal. It's like just random. We go in there and this little tiny cat runs in, and it runs in the back of the kitchen, and it's in the oven area where it's going to get killed. And the kids are freaking out. And I'm like, God, you know what, kids? Let me go back there. I'll get it. So me and my son, we went there. We had to turn some stuff off. We got like a little broom handle, and we did everything we could to get that little cat from out of the oven where it would have just jumped and it would have done something. But we were able to get the little cat out. And that was just such a special, well, it was a random memory, and now it's like one of my best memories. When I drive by on State Street on that Arctic Circle, I look over there and go, oh my God, that was like, I didn't know that was going to be one of the best memories of the rest of my life. So I try my best to come up with really cool thoughts and feelings and just memories that have been somewhere in the back of my computer, you know, and that's what I've been doing the last 3, 4, 5 years on Christmas. Okay. So now, unfortunately, this is my 5-year anniversary of my son, you know, not being with me and opening up Christmas cards real slow. And he'd want to see if money would fall out. He would always get a card like this. God, I wish I had a card. Yeah, well, I'll just use my wallet. You know how a card, you kind of open it? Well, my son, he would always get a card, and he would open it like this, and then he would, or the envelope, and then he would take the card out, and he'd always hold it straight like this, not any other way, because most people get a card and they just open it, yeah. But my son would always hold it like this, and then he would go real slow to see if money was in it. And it could be, and I'd sit there just going, God, is he going to grow up to be just totally like? I mean, it's random, but oh my God, he never opened a card ever, you know. Normally. It was just like, okay, he'd sit and watch the card, and he thought if he could just visualize a $20 bill or even a 1 in that card, oh my God. And you should just, his face, oh my God, he'd open that card, go, what? It was like, oh my God. As we got older on Christmas, we'd get up on Christmas, because my family, they celebrate Christmas Eve like really big. And then on Christmas Day, it's mostly just family and stuff. And since my son and I were always together, we would like sleep in. We'd just make a pact. It's like, look, can we sleep in till like 9 o'clock? Let's just stay up late. You can, you know, try to hit on chicks or something. And can I just get up when I get up? I don't want to get up at 5:30 or 6. So we'd make a pact. It's like, hey, you know what? We'll just both sleep in, which was like 9 o'clock, you know. And we'd get up and, you know, there'd be a handful of presents or whatever. But most of the time I just go, do you want just money? I mean, because I can go and wrap presents or go to the mall and wrap, or have my mom, will you wrap like 30 presents and just put a couple bucks in each one? So my son opens something, but it's money. Because when kids get older, they're like, oh, great, socks. You know, oh, a shirt. You know, and it's kind of cool to get clothes and stuff, but at the end of the day, don't you notice when your kids get older, they're like, you know, it'd be nice just to have cash. Can I just have like three, four, $500? That'd be kind of cool. Can I have $1,000? Now kids are probably like, can I have $2,500 for Christmas? Like, if I got $5 for Christmas, I would have went, wow, this is kind of cool Christmas. All right. So anyway, um, but yeah, I just wanted to chit chat a little bit about my son and kind of reflect on his life. And I had a good time. We just hung out today, low key. I don't really, like I say, I don't celebrate Christmas traditionally and drive around or maybe call people. People kind of know. My good friends know I'm just kind of quiet on today's date of Christmas. And so I thought I'll just do a little video. Let's just talk a little bit. I'm going to do some videos about my business. You know, as far as my business life, it's going really well. With Live Good, you guys see I post a lot about that. And on my personal page, I try to separate it, but I can't, because once I try to do a business website or do other things, people come right to my main Facebook page. So right now, I mix in pure rock radio with Live Good with just my personal stuff on Facebook. So yeah, over the last year in 2023, people are like, "What the heck is this? What are all these videos, and why are you posting all this?" And I'm like, "Guys, I'm just posting it here because I'm not going to put it on another website that no one gives a shit about." So I promote Live Good on my Facebook page, and of course I do have other things that I do. But yeah, Live Good's been nice. I've got a lot of really nice people all over the planet, and it's changed my life. I feel like I'm actually doing something good, and it's not that it's making money. I think that it's going to really help people make money for the first time ever at home or on a cell phone. And it's only $49.95, very low. Not that I want to do a promo, but my God, everything we do is based on $10. Okay, it's $49.95. It's $10 a month, but it's $40 just to activate everything. But when I first was buying the products, it's like, God, I'm getting a little old. I need to get some good products. And then when I become an affiliate, I just kind of laughed it off, going, I'm not Mr. Salesman. I'll sell cars. I'll sell myself. I'd rather be a gigolo like Richard Gere, an American Gigolo, or is it Deuce Bigelow? Oh my God, I love. What is there, 2 or 3 of those with Rob Schneider? I would sell myself before becoming a salesman or a salesperson now. Sorry, it's 2023, almost 2024. But man, I've become really darn good at this Live Good thing. And it's helping a lot of people around the world actually make a couple bucks. And with what I'm designing, the first week or two of 2024 is really going to help a lot of people. Okay? All cheap too. Everything I do is not big ticket. It's not high money at all. It's just some time. And I respect your time because, like I said, after my son passed away, over the last couple of years, I've been dealing with up and down of this and that and making money, trying to do this and trying to do that. But by 2023, I'm like, God, you know what? I'm actually helping people for real. And that's what Live Good has done, is given the rest of my life a little bit of meaning, which is kind of cool. Because I thought the rest of my life I'm just going to go through. I mean, it'll be okay. I know how to make money, but I'm not going to really have a lot of joy, a lot of happiness, because I'm always going to have that guilt that my son doesn't get to. He doesn't get to have a cheeseburger anymore. He doesn't get to have his favorite drink or hang out with my brother, who was his best friend, and go down to the watering hole and maybe have a beer and chase pretty girls. Unfortunately, my son doesn't get to do that anymore. So my thought process is like, well, I need to kind of block my highs of emotion and my happiness factor. Keep it at about a 6, not a 10. Keep it at about a 5 or a 6. Have a good time, but not too good. Have a good time, not a great time. And I know all this is kind of random and weird, and I'm sure all you guys have probably had the same type of thoughts that I've had, especially when somebody passes away, even an animal, even a pet. I don't care if you have a pet goldfish or like Keanu Reeves and John Wick, anything that passes away, in your mind, you're like, this is probably final. Okay. So if you have a little bit of religion, I know you can fall back on that. But in my case, I'm just a realist. Um, I know sometimes it is what it is. And in my case, I got to deal with what it is. Okay. So I just choose to help people. If you're in my Live Good family, my team, you know I'm always there for you guys, and I'm going to do everything I can to help you guys get on par with what I'm doing. Okay, and that's just something I've made a commitment to do, and it's going to feel good. It's going to feel really good helping people make money. I don't care how much. You can make $100 a month. You can make 10 grand a month in this company. The more you post, the more you have fun, you're gonna make it. You're gonna kick ass in this business. Okay, but that's for each person's efforts. Okay, everybody's on their own kind of. Once you get a lot of training and a lot of advice and a lot of help, at the end of the day, everyone's got to make their own bed, and that goes just to living, sleeping literally in a bed. You should make it. I think it looks kind of nice if you make your bed every day, and on the choices, how you're going to look, what you're going to eat, how you're going to treat people, and what you're going to do with the rest of your life. Because all of us, if you're watching this live or you're watching this on unrecorded, whatever, it could be on my YouTube channel. You get up every day, guys. You got the rest of your life. What are you going to do with it? All right, you're going to drink. All right, you're going to be a drunk. You're going to smoke weed. You're going to do drugs. Yeah, you're going to be an asshole. You're going to be nice. You're going to help. You're going to build. You're going to be an artist. Or you're going to, I don't know, just be a real cool person. Okay. Everybody usually has free will. You know, I know some countries don't, but most of my friends, we're pretty damn lucky. We were born into freedom. Whew, thank you to those that serve, that's for sure. I've had a pretty damn good life. I definitely can't complain, even though, you know, I've had a roller coaster of shit, but definitely I ain't going to complain because I got up today, had scrambled eggs and cheese, and in the background watched John Wick part 7 or 9 or 14. And yeah, I'm here hanging out, just kind of airing out my thoughts and stuff about my son. And on Christmas, yep, it's year number 5. Okay, so I've learned a lot, and yeah, I'll probably just spend the rest of the evening with my son. I usually don't even leave at all on Christmas. I like to just be with him for that 24-hour period. So me and my son just hanging out, shooting the shit through thoughts. All right, my son's kind of quiet. He hasn't really talked much, and that's okay. I do enough talking for both of us. And yeah, guys, thanks for just watching my live video. I guess I should have checked the chat room. Hold on a minute. I can't even see. Okay, Angie. Oh, Johnny. Yeah, my bestest, man. Johnny. Yeah, Merry Christmas, Johnny. Karen Miller's in there, and Travis. Hey, guys. Yeah, good to see you guys, and Merry Christmas. I'm sure everybody has a handful of friends and family having a good time today. And yeah, that's what it's all about, isn't it? Just having a good experience for these 24 hours. And then tomorrow, I don't know if you have to work, or you have to, I don't know, maybe go return stuff, maybe go to, I don't know, Walmart, or, oh, the mall. How about the mall? I don't like going to the mall. There's weird guys there. Like, I go to the Lego store at Fashion Place Mall, and when I walk through there, I do not look like a high fashion guy, or I want perfume sprayed on me, or my cell phone fixed. But why is there 48-year-old guys with beards working at the mall in those middle kiosks? It's a little creepy. If they're the owners of those kiosks, I get it. But I recommend hiring people that are like 16 to 25. But if you're like almost 50 and you're creepy and they're desperate for money, because when you go in the mall, you just watch them attack people. And people are so creeped out by these people that they walk on the very, like they almost are touching the wall of each side of the mall, because these center people, they're going after you. Like, oh, would you like your windshield cleaned? You know, if you ever go to Mexico, go through the borders or whatever, people come up and try to clean your windshields, and they try to, get tips. Oh my God, if I owned Fashion Place, I would just wipe out anything in the middle of the mall that's human. Especially if you're like a grown-ass man. God, what are you doing, you creepy weirdos? Oh my God. So, all right. Well, anyway, Oh, hey, Tina and Val, I can see you guys. Um, I got a bunch of stuff in front of my screen, and I can't follow the chat room because it's off to the right. I got three screens in front, and I need to put the screen in front of me so I can see who's in the chat room. But yep, Val. Oh, what was I going to say to Val? Oh, I completely forgot. Oh, I still have my candle. Look, I burnt half of it. All right, this is my birthday candle, and Tina, her and her family. I made Tina, and hopefully I can. Hey, Kay, I can see you in there too. Hello, Kay. Oh my God, it smells so good, even when it's not burning. But what I did, Val, I'll tell you and my Facebook friends. I made little gift bags, and Val can tell you, I don't do gift bags. I don't know anything other than just give people money. Like it's like, hey, happy birthday. Here's cash. Hey, happy birthday. Here's cash. I don't know what people want. I know what kids want usually, like Hot Wheels or, and girls might want Barbies or something, but I really don't know. So I thought I'd do little bags for Tina's family, and her daughters and granddaughters are just so cool. I love them to death, even her brother. So what I did is I made little gift bags. Well, I didn't make the bag, but I bought the bags. I bought stuffing stuff. I put a bunch of smart ass things, just fun, little gifts, I guess you'd call them. And then what I did is I got a bunch of money and ones, and I put a lot of ones in individual individual envelopes. God, hold on. I don't know why in the hell. I need to drink because I'm loud. It must have taken a while. But I just put an insane amount of $1 bills in envelopes for all of them. And they would have had to have like, so Merry Christmas. I thought it, and I thought, I love the kid. They gave me, are they on my wall? I got to see if they showed up, but I'll repost. But I've got little Asia and little Avery. They're smiling at the couch, and then they recorded their voice. And Asia cracked me up. She goes, "Thanks for the money, a lot," or something. It was so funny. Oh, I laughed my ass off. I've actually listened to it like 3 or 4 times on my big stereo. I got this big Bose stereo, and I've got little Asia going, "Hey, thanks for the money, a lot." I'm like, now I'm going to give her more money. Of course, kids. I'm like, God damn it, you got to buy kids everything. Christmas is for kids. So, yeah, that was fun, man. That was so cool. So anyway, I'm glad you got that. So, all right. Well, I guess what time is it? I guess it's almost 7 o'clock. Guess I'll maybe make some dinner here and hang out with my son, kind of reflect a little bit, and maybe record a couple videos. And you know what, guys? Not to talk business, but if any of you guys are in my Live Good business, if you guys want the super funnel, I'll make you one for free. Yesterday I did a video, and I just said, hey, if you guys are in my downline or not, if you want a super funnel link, I'll make you one. All right, I'll activate that bad boy, and you guys, if you want to use it, all you do is send people to that link, and that's it. Done. One and done. So, not to promote business with personal, but I can't seem to separate anything in my life. Business and personal stuff, it all kind of blends on the Facebook page here. But yeah, if you guys are in my downline, if you want the super funnel, just get a hold of me on my Facebook inbox. Hi, Brittany. I can see little Brittany in there too. Oh, does he? Hey, Asia and Avery's, I love their voices. It's so cool how you can just go, thanks for the money, a lot. Good. Can I play? Is it okay if I play it? Because Brittany is Asia's mom, and then Tina is Brittany's mom. So we've got a family affair. Let me see if I can play it on my live feed. I got it correct. Hold on just a sec, you guys. I loved it. It's so funny. And you know what's cool? I have my son when he was like a little kid, like Asia's tiny, Avery's getting up there a little older, and then Tina's got older daughters. I've got everything of my son from cute to smart ass cute to full blown smart ass to massive pain in the ass. I've got every age group of my son on video or pictures of him pouting, flipping off, saying shit. It's like I got only Val probably knows. If Val's still listening, she's like, "Oh God, yeah, I knew your son his whole life. Oh God, oh my God." But yeah, let's see. She was playing with her Christmas toys. Okay, good. Okay, I want to play something on my. I'm going to try to do it on my microphone. Let me know if you guys can hear. I just want to play little Asia. And okay, hold on, guys. I'm trying to find it. Let's see. There it is. Okay, hold on. I gotta lean in here. All right. I've never done this before. I'm just going to press play and hold it up to my microphone. Okay. It's only 6 seconds, guys. Oh shit! I just turned it off. Hold on just a sec. Let me try it again.
Go ahead.
Hi, this is Asia. Thank you for the money a lot.
Did that go through? And then little Avery.
Thank you, Cory.
That's how you thank me. You just go, "Hey, thank you, Cory. Now I'm busy. Now, Grandma, get out of my face." And then Asia's like, "Look, I'm playing with my toys. Cory, thanks for the money a lot." Now I'm giving them both more money. I want. They're like, "Really? So if I do a smart ass thank you, Cory will give me more money?" I'm like, "You're damn right. I'll do anything for people to like me." And now Asia and Avery, they'll have like college fund tuition. They'll have it like paid for by the time they're 18. Thank you for the money a lot. I like that. That was great. Could you guys even hear it, by the way? Okay, good. All right, good. Oh yeah, Val. Yeah, mini me. Yeah, poor Val. Val should be bald like me, because Val had to put up with my son a lot of days and a lot of hours and a lot of years. So yeah, and Val still has more hair now than when she was born. So okay, all right. Well, that was cool, man. Well, Merry Christmas, everybody. Yeah, I had a good one. You know, I was just low key, but okay, good. You guys could hear. Okay, good. Yeah, that's fun. I kept it. I put both their recordings and I emailed it to myself because I just wanted to keep their voices. That's so cool. So tell them thank you a lot. I want to say a lot at the end of everything. Hey guys, thank you for watching my Facebook channel a lot. Okay, and I'm going to do some more Live Good video and tutorials a lot. All right, so yep, I've learned a lot. Oh, hey Jeff, I can see you there too. Yeah, I was just talking to Val and Britt and Tina and Kay and everybody in there. Yeah, yeah, I know. Money. It's like, God, oh good, we got socks. God, I hope I get underwear. And then you get money and you're like, oh shit, this is good. Like my grandpa Roby, my mom's dad, he would give us money. He'd give us a couple 20s. Every year. And I'm like, oh my God, I got two $20 bills. Even when I was like in grade school, like 3rd grade, 5th grade, 6th grade, man, I'd open and go, holy shit, $40. And I got to spend it on me. It's not like my family went, now kids, that's a lot of money. Now give it to me. And then like mom goes out and buys a new pair of shoes. So yeah, my grandpa, I think that's where I rubbed off on him because he'd talk like this. My grandpa Roby, he always talked. He could be on fire with machine gun shit going on like John Wick, and he'd go, ouch, that bomb hurt. I got shot. Ouch. That was my grandpa Roby. But every time I opened his card, I go, and you know what he'd do? He'd go to the bank and I guess get brand new 20s. Because all of us got $20 bills and they were so awesome. So when I got gifts for Tina and her family, you know, Dwayne and Jackie and the kids and Brett, I went to the bank and I go, I need a shit ton of ones, but I want brand new ones. And they're like, oh my God, we don't have brand new any. It's like, so they had to go through the whole bank like for 5 minutes to come up with any of them that are the new, that they're like new. They're like almost stuck together. But I wanted to get all new so that, you know, they're just like, they look all cool and crisp and shit. So anyway, sorry I had to give ones that were in circulation, but I tried like crazy to do what I think my grandpa Roby did. And my God, we never got a $20 bill that looked, it almost smelled, You know what? My grandpa was, they were probably fake now that I think of it. It's like, I think my grandpa was in the mob or something, but boy, he sure gave us a shitload of fake $20 bills. Rest in peace to the great Charles Roby. Okay. All right. So, anyway, okay, well, cool. Oh, yeah, tell Riley and Caden, well, anyway, and Courtney, I can say it on Facebook. Um, okay, good. All right. Yeah, no problem, Britt. Yeah, that was so fun. No, kids are the best on Christmas. Like all of us adults, we should kind of feel almost embarrassed that we get gifts or stuff because Christmas, it's supposed to be for kids, and My favorite is spoiled rotten kids. You give them 40 presents, and that's still not good enough. Or like a rival neighbor. It's like, oh my God, I can't believe I got 27 gifts. And then, the kid next door is all pissed off because he only got, 21. It's like, oh, okay, kids. I got a Xbox, or I don't even know what the video games are now. I got to get a Wii. That's on my list of to do. Because Tina and her kids are good at Wii. Is it Wii? Jeff and I can attest, we're from Nintendo Super Mario Brothers. So unfortunately, Brittany and Jackie and the kids, they're as old as Jeff and I's shirts. I literally bought this like 30 years ago, by the way. If you go 30 years back, you can see me wearing this, except I had arms, or sleeves. But how do you spell Wii? Can you hear me, Brittany, or is Tina still in there? I need to buy one of those. I want to get good at Wii. I like Super Nintendo though, and Jeff, oh yeah, Nintendo 64. I'm totally in. Oh, Pong. Okay, definitely my age then. Yeah. Okay, Oh, I was thinking WEE. Like I got to go take a wee. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I drink a lot and I go tinkle. So, okay, WII. Okay. Yeah, Jeff and I, not to speak on Jeff's behalf, but we literally would, like, instead of going out chasing chicks, or we could have like the biggest concert in the world, and we're like, God, do we really need to go to Van Halen? Because right now we're stuck on Mario World Part 3, World 5, and Jeff and I would literally sit there. Oh my God, I'm embarrassed at how many hours. But I'd get off K-Beer, come home. Everyone thinks Jeff and I are partying, drinking beer, chasing chicks, which I wanted to do until Nintendo came in our lives and we're like, look, shut the blinds. Don't tell anyone, but we're going to play Nintendo the next 12 hours. And then 12 would be 13, 14, 15. And it's funny. I got so pissed off at Nintendo because I got stuck all the time. So I put the game away. And then Johnny Lightfoot, who was in the chat room earlier, he comes and he goes, dude, I got you a gift. And he got me the Super Nintendo 64 game, except now it's like a little game. It's not the big thing where you put the cartridges in. Now you can just buy the little box, you put it in, and every damn game known to man is on that. So what did I do? I put the big screen on, got myself a refreshing drink, and I sat there, and I got stuck in the same place on Mario Brothers that Jeff and I used to back in, like, what was it, Jeff? Like 90, probably 1990, 92, 93, 94. It was probably the early 90s. And I got stuck, and I called Johnny and I go, dude, I'm through the roof. I'm up all night. I'm pissed off. I leave the game. I leave and go do something. I come back an hour later and I go, okay, you just got to relax. And I've got to get through this. And I'd leave the video game on all day. I wouldn't turn it off. I'd get home, go do shit, go do this, go do that, come home, sit there, and I get stuck. And I went through the same anxiety and pissed offness. And I still can't get through the game where I got stuck 30 years ago, 35 years ago with Jeff. So thanks, Johnny, for the... No wonder I'm bald. It's from Super Nintendo, not the stress. I love that game, though. So if Asia's good at Nintendo 64, oh, it's on. That's it. We'll bet. Let's bet dollar bills. And Asia will probably get like another $20 from me because I get pissed off and I pretend I'm not pissed when I'm playing. I don't throw shit. I get super pissed and then I get worse because I just hold it in. I love those games though. Those are a lot of fun. Oh yeah, Mario Kart. Jeff and I go back to like Paperboy. I think it was called Jungle something, where a little stick figure, he would like swing in the vines. I remember there was like a little jungle. Do you guys remember Dig Dug? Do you guys remember Tilt? Was that Fashion Place Mall or Cottonwood Mall? But there was a arcade called Tilt, and then there was High and Mike's, and I think that's where everyone went to go get high. And if they would have had microphones, I would have went there and broadcasted live while everyone was getting high. But whenever people went to High and Mike's, I'd hear about like machine gun fire, video games, and pool. But arcade games, man, if you were born in the 60s or the 70s, like all of us in the chat room, arcades were as big as like disco nightclubs at one point. I mean, you'd go there and just insane amount of games and just sit there and oh my God, it was so fun back then. Yeah, Fashion Place. That's right, Tilt. There was one in Cottonwood Mall too, and I can't remember. But you remember Tammy? We went to high school with Tammy. Her and her husband owned the Game Peddler, which was cool. I collect video games. I even below the webcam, I bought all the Lego kits of Atari. I have Super Mario, and I bought the Pac-Man machine made of Lego, and it's automated. Do-do-do-do-do-do. It's going to take me a long time. I've got about 30 kits built up right now, but I can't wait to build all these. So, yeah, that's a lot of fun. Yeah, Dig Dug. Do you guys remember? Oh, shoot, I forgot what it was called. Missile Command with the ball. And you'd sit there and you just like do the ball. Oh, hey, Rick. Okay, you knew High and Mike's. Yeah. Oh, Plaza Billards. You know what? I take that back. Plaza was much better. Yeah, High and Mike's was like crazy. But do you remember Missile Command? That one pissed me off just as much as Nintendo getting stuck on that one world. Because you'd have the ball, and all those damn strings of things would come down in the beginning, slow, so that Stevie Wonder could, like, play. And then level 2, you know, you got okay. And then level 3, the damn strings would come down, and you'd have to be, like, on par with a Navy SEAL. Just boom, 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 boom. And of course, if your family would give you quarters and you could go practice, but I never had any quarters. After high school, I was broke. So when I'd go to the arcade games, you know what I watch? I'd watch my friends Carl and Henry play video games for like 4 hours and then go home to dinner and go, well, what'd you kids do? Well, I watched my friends play video games all day. I mean, they mastered Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man. I remember there was a ship that would go down and up, and then I can't remember the name of that. Enforcer, or I forgot what it's called, but remember Galaxian? And then they got bought out, and it was called it was called Galaxian, and then they had another name that was almost exact, but they had to change the name. But I just like to call it Galaxian. I don't know if that makes sense, but Donkey Kong, that was one too that got me pissed off. Because when that little guy jumped and that barrel hit him in the balls, oh my God, I got so effing pissed off. That's when I quit playing pinball. Because with pinball, there's only so much skill. Pinball, there's a lot of luck. And if you can shake the machine and it won't zap out, but I got sick and tired of pinball. And then I got right into goddamn Donkey Kong. And oh my God, my anger level. Oh, I get so pissed off at that stupid ass game. And you know what I'm going to do after I'm off this live feed? I'm going to go play Mario Brothers and Donkey Kong because I have all of them. I'm going to sit there all night just, God damn. Oh man. Yeah, that was so fun. Oh my God, that was so nuts back. Oh, Galaga. Yeah, Galaga and Galaxian. They were the same games, but for some reason, they're maybe they got bought out or something. Yeah, Galaga, and then Galaxian. Yeah, I don't know. I just remember they're both identical, but for some reason the damn game had a different name, probably like GMC and Chevy or something. Anyway, but all right, guys. Well, it's great to see Rick, man. I've known Rick for 30-something years, and all my buddies there. Tell Bug hello, by the way. I know your daughter's not little Bug anymore. That's the thing with kids. They grow up, man. God, it's just crazy. Yeah, my son would almost be 40. Isn't that weird? I mean, oh my God. It's like little Casey. Where's my son? Where's little Casey? Oh my God, my son, he'd look like a lumberjack now and just, oh my God, facial. And he'd probably have like creaks and cracks. And he'd be with my brother right now chasing girls down in Riverton at the bar or the Westerner. With my friend Charlie Brown down there spinning the hits. But anyway, yeah, well, right on, guys. if you're coming late to my little chit chat, I was going to do a little business, but yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about my son and what I've learned and where I'm at over. Well, it's been 5 years. Unfortunately, he passed away on Christmas Day, 2018, and here it is 5 years later, and it's just, yeah, it's still kind of makes me go crazy. Oh, cool. Yeah, tell Bug hello. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I'm glad you guys are with your kids. That's cool, man. Unfortunately, Jeff and I were kind of in the same boat. We've had kids pass away before us, and boy, we never expected that. And Jeff with his wife, of course, too. All really good friends of mine. But yeah, I guess we all gotta do the best to have another good 24 hours, and then after that, have another good 24 hours, and be productive. Try to make a difference. Just do something. We got the rest of our lives, and a lot of our friends and family don't. So that's kind of where I'm at this point. It's like, what can I do? I've got to do something more. And yeah, so my commitment in 2024 is definitely to help my downline tremendously a lot in my new business. All right, and a lot of my friends that are in the chat room are in my biz, and yeah, I got some cool shit coming up here. I've actually got it all going on now. I just got to put it to video and stuff. So yeah, all right. Well, Merry Christmas, or Happy Hanukkah, or Kwanzaa, or even if you don't celebrate, whatever. Go watch football. All right, go have a pizza. Eat something bad for you. Have an energy drink or have ice cream or play video games or I don't know. Yep, and enjoy your day off. I don't know if y'all have to work tomorrow. I know a lot of people do, especially with everyone wanting to return their shirts and underwear and everyone that got gifts with a receipt. They're like, where's it at? Oh, good. Can we exchange it? Okay, let's go tomorrow. Let's go to the mall. Okay, we're going to have like food and make a whole day of it. Let's go to 3 malls tomorrow. Even if you didn't have presents, you're like, let's just go to the mall and hang out and do some crazy shit. So, and that can be any age. So, all right, man. Well, cool, Rick. Yeah, Scott. Yeah, I know. Yeah, and your brother too. Yep, I talk to Scott almost every week. And yeah, Merry Christmas, Val. I know it sounds like you're with your family today doing some cooking and yeah, Tina and Britt. Tell Dwayne and Jackie Merry Christmas, and then of course little Asia and little Avery. That was awesome. I'm glad they got their little gifts, and I'm glad you have a sense of humor. I bought the girls in Tina's family handcuffs. I thought that would be appropriate for Christmas. I didn't know what to buy. I was going to buy really insanely inappropriate gifts, and I thought, no, because if you're all sitting like in the living room and you're opening something, going, oh, here's gifts from Cory, and you guys hold up shit vibrating. I mean, I was out of my mind. I had to like totally go, wait a minute. Okay, smart ass fun gifts, not insanely crazy gifts where kids go, wow, what is that? Kids, don't worry about it. It's from Cory. I don't know. I'll have to ask him. But anyway, yeah, that was a lot of fun. So, Kay, have a good time. All right, and everyone else in the chat room, Johnny Lightfoot, of course. Listen to him on K-Bear 101. I think he's on the weekends. I gotta tune that cat in. I know he's there on the weekends, rocking and rolling his ass off. That's always good. And yeah, I'll see you guys 1,000 more times on the mighty Facebook. That's for sure. So, okay, guys, I'm out of here, man. I'm actually hungry now. So, okay, you guys, I'll just see you guys on the Facebook and on the YouTube channel. Subscribe, bookmark this and then subscribe to my YouTube channel. And we'll do a lot of biz starting tomorrow with Live Good, okay? All right, we'll see you guys. All right, Merry Christmas. All right, see you soon. Bye.